First and foremost, in love there's no payback. And if there is payback, the first alphabet is right, but the others are not. So, last. I have loved and therefore there is no paying back. Not from them, not from me. I have lived in the moment. Yes, as far as the question of respect goes, ladies and gentlemen, this I will tell you, even you my little sweet band, that every day of my life, since the day I was, well, crowned Miss India, 12 years ago, I have woken up every day believing that I make the right choices. Not for myself alone, but for the expectations of so many billions of people. And every time I go out or come out in the world, ladies and gentlemen, I feel so good to be me. And it's thanks to the respect that I have received and achieved all these years. I don't think I could pay it back there again. Because how can you pay back something that you just have the deepest gratitude for? But yes, when it comes to India, when it comes to my people, no matter where they have my deepest love and gratitude, always. Thank you. Sushmita. Tusi ja rahe ho, uncle? Already? Chhattisgarh. ठीक है जी, I'll see you there. Okay, first we start with the thank you. No, beauty is God's handwriting, sir. Beauty is God's handwriting. Beauty is something that, like my mom says, I think, handsome is what handsome does. So every day of my life, seeing myself in your eyes, the way you look at me just now, makes me beautiful. That's the only secret to it. Thank you.
Success. Now, what's your next book? Have you got any plans right now?
Thank you for the question. I actually am working on another book. It's very, very different from this one. It's based on my experiences working on Wall Street, actually. And that should be out, I think, in about a year from now. And that's kind of, I've been looking for American publishers.
Sushmita, hi.
Yes, I love writing poetry. I have since I was a very little girl. The last one I wrote was on the Taj Mahal. Unfortunately, I don't remember it, but I've called it a tear on the cheek of time. It's based on the romance. A personal favorite. तो वो उनकी एक फिल्म आ रही हो या 10 फिल्म आ रही हो, I always believe there's nothing like don't. That's okay. These films are not exactly perfect. I'm not in them, but that's fine. We can live with the fact. But be it Don and the other film of his, I wish him all the best. I always do, and just like me, I believe Shah Rukh is also one of God's favorite children. He looks after him all the time. Thank you. That aspect first. But was I destined to write? I don't know, but I'm definitely destined to experience quite a bit. If someday I find the courage to pen it down, in all honesty, I will. If I have to lie in the book, I doubt I'll ever pen it down. Thank you. And now, ladies and gentlemen, before we I want to ask you, what do you think of beauty pageants? I've done a lot of events, I've done a lot of functions, and I know what beauty pageants is to me. But I'd love to know what my fellow, Indians think of it, because this is very, very important, and there cannot be a better event than tonight to hear it from you. I didn't hear that, yes, loud enough. Wonderful. Because I have to tell you one little thing that I hope you take with you tonight. Each one of us that goes for a Miss India pageant and thereafter whichever international pageant, one word from you, one word from every one of you, Indians, saying that, you know, sweetheart, go do your best. And either way, India is on an international platform because of you. So remember that. I read the other day in the newspaper, Neha, when she didn't make it on the top 10, she had given in the newspapers a statement saying, I feel very responsible and I'm sorry, my apology to a billion people for letting them down. If a girl her age can understand that responsibility, I'd highly appreciate if all of us keep that in mind when we send our girls, because I promise you the crown is always ours, as long as the girl knows where she's going and with what privileges she's going. Jhansi Ki Rani is still under discussion. A lot of work has to go into it before we make it. But what inspired me about the film is that in our country we always speak about how the sons of Mother India have fought for the mother. This is the one time in history a mother fought for the right of her son. Yes.
Not at all, not at all. As Sush mentioned, it's my story, and it's a story of a very naive, a very stubborn little girl who goes out there and enters, you know, this crazy world of glamour, and she's inspired to write a book, and that's exactly what it is. And it's been fictionalized. It's very funny. It's a very light book, and I hope all of you can enjoy this. Good. I think, you know, sometimes I think that maybe I could have even written a better book if I had gone ahead and experienced the Miss Universe aspect of it. But perhaps it wasn't. I think the state that I was in was perfect. And it affected me in a very, very strong way, strong enough to have to write this book. And I think it's best the way it is. I think you're the better president because I'm very sure You think so? So what advice would I give to someone who's...
Excuse me, Betna, please.
Go ahead and actually enter the pageant? I think most importantly, she needs to know exactly what she's going into. It's a very, very kind of hazy world. And I think she needs to be sure and make the choice within herself. And just go into it 100%, like anything else in life. That's what she needs to do.
No, I would say go for it. Don't think about it, just go for it. I'm from an Air Force background. My father didn't allow me to stay outside my house post 7 p.m. in the evening, otherwise he'd be marching under the building waiting for me. I grew up in a very strict environment. I didn't know the first thing about beauty pageants. I had just started modeling for Ranbaxy, where you take one picture with a cough and the next picture very happy. That's the kind of modeling I was used to. I didn't have a background either. But the difference here was, she didn't want this as badly as I did. I wanted it this badly because to me it was, I don't know if I'm going to win or not. But if you can walk, I can walk. If you can wear pink lipstick, I can wear pink lipstick. The only difference is that when I get to the platform where the lipstick and the shoes and the school costume doesn't matter anymore, it's who you are. If I didn't get to that, I would have never won Miss India or Miss Universe. So for me, I would tell the girls, please do it. Because it's a fabulous experience for you to rise. Let me give you a simple example. I won the crowns. I had a different objective. She didn't. But today, Ira is a very successful woman in my eyes. Why? Because she took that experience, she wrote about it. And today you're going to be reading a book that is based on her experience, one that she may not have completely enjoyed. But had she not been through that experience, there would be no book here today. So for that, at least, we have to thank the beauty pageants. I did that, yes. I did that for maybe 2-3 years after I became a celebrity. And I tell you, putting up a big smile is not half as tiring than lying about who you are. That's very tiring. And there did come a time when I turned around and said, listen, actually, stop. What was your question? No, I don't like it. And not because I don't care about you, it's just the choice that I differ on, you know. And tonight, for example, I read this book and I said, it's such a beautiful contradiction in itself. Because it is about a pageant and an experience which didn't go down the way Ira expected it. But if I were to write this book, I would say it's the most brilliant experience. But that doesn't mean that I cannot respect her truth and she can't respect mine. And I tell you today that the next book Ira will write, you must read. Because this will change her perception, because she will learn as a writer to look at it neutrally. I'm so happy that there is something in me that you like, because what you like in me is probably the only thing that defines me best. Thank you very, very much.
Hello, what was it for you, like being crowned at 18? What was it for you?
What I like about the book is, while I was in the pageant, you're all aware that Aishwarya Rai was in the same pageant as me. Everybody, the entire nation was betting she's going to win. So I can understand that initial insecurity because I felt it, everybody in the troupe felt it. But the day I won on the stage was an example in itself that there is nothing that is pre-decided. You can beat judges, you can manipulate a lot of things in a pageant, but you can't change someone's destiny. You can't take away someone's hard work, you cannot take away that moment in time when you're just meant to be there. From my point of view, yes, it is showbiz, yes, it is about makeup and hair and stilettos and looking good and being glamorous. But that to me is a very short-lived thing. Ultimately, doing all this puts you on a stage where so many people listen to what you have to share with them. Automatically, your life no longer remains about your mom, dad, brother, sister, boyfriend, your close circuit. You're responsible for 1 billion people. You're loved by 1 billion people. What you do becomes an example for 1 billion people. And it teaches you to be a better human being in the process. I highly recommend it. Thank you.